All right, folks. I think we're ready to go ahead and get started. Yes. First, we're going to start with our visitors from Orlando Roller Derby Sunblockers. You guys go ahead, take the track, come up to the line, whatever sparks joy for you. If you do a fun pose, our photographer will really enjoy that.
And so will we.
And so will we. Everyone here, give everyone a round of applause for the Orlando Sunblockers. All right, we're going to go ahead and start off with number 10, Wensley Madams. Number 101, AWOL. Number 15, Bambina. Number 16, Sterling Siren. Number 2, Velada Trouble. Number 243, Radical Soul. Number 257, Clown. Number 27, Aubrey Ann of Tarth. Number 33, Hella Enchanted. Number 386, Jamelto. Number 444, Mamacika. Number 616, Scooby Doo. Number 7, Hot Wheels. Number 81, Electra. And number 217, Red Room. Their bench staff today is Reflux and Roller Sheriff. And Hit and Run, maybe, no, yes, Hit and Run? Hit and Run is here or around. No, we missed them already. We miss her already. All right, and now to our home team.
From the River City Roller Derby River Rats, we have number 11, Iggy Icarus. Can you turn me up? Here we go.
How about that? That'll teach you.
Good midpoint, maybe? All right. From the River City Roller Derby River Rats, we have number 11, Iggy Icarus. Number 1101, Deadly Long Legs. Number 111, Winona Ride Her. 1229, Madam Jade. 13, Tofu. 177, Venus Thigh Trap. Number 30, Lynn Diesel. 451, Kilobyte. 733, Hex Girlfriend PhD. 742, Shred Flanders. 763, The Hash Slinging Slasher. 808, Lil Mighty. 89, Sigmund Feud. 95, Pee Wee Hertzman. And 96, Bad Lass. Who's our bench?
If we get, and the bench is, because we cannot see it from here, is Thundertaker and Ayudante de Satan. If we get a little loud over here, it is Baby's first time with the AV mixer, so thoughts and prayers. Who's ready for some derby?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Oh, and worth introducing ourselves, I am Sheila Kayleys from Charlottesville Roller Derby and or Rocktown Rollers.
I'm the Oxford Trauma from River City Roller Derby. It's my first time announcing, so cut me some slack. It is not their first time playing, so you all are in for a treat.
All right, and it looks that we're starting out with Sterling Siren coming through and getting a lead. Deadly Longlegs also around for initial scoring pass. Perhaps 1 point as a treat before Siren called it. Thank you.
I'm going to be listening to you for the first few jams.
That's fair.
When you stopped, I was like, oh shit, I'll do both, I'll do both. No, I was just like, I don't know.
No, it's fine. It takes a lot happens at one go. And we're looking at Hot Wheels versus Lynn Diesel on the jammer line here. Lynn coming in at the front of the pack, but not before Hot Wheels comes through for lead jammer. Lynn coming up through the inside as well to go on their initial pass through onto scoring. And a call off, another one pass and done from Orlando Sunblockers. And don't worry, officials, I have not forgotten about you as a beloved NSO myself. I'm just going to wait to an inevitable officials timeout or track repair to say all of your names and everyone can cheer. Jamilto out for their first scoring pass. So far, we are at 100% lead jam for Orlando. But we're only 3 jams in, so it's really kind of luck of the draw sometimes. We'll see, though, if Toe decides to call it. Doesn't look like it. Bench is saying, keep going, keep going, Toe. We've got time.
Looks like
But
a
do
successful star pass for River City.
To Venus Thigh Trap. And also, now a 2-minute jam because we've got a power jam with Toe sent to the box. Recycling Venus back around through turn 3. Looking to the inside, looking to the inside.
Just
And
dancing on the line to get through.
And that is the first full scoring pass for River City this game. And Toe is coming back around to finish what they started with 40 seconds, give or take, on the clock. Venus being held at the top of the pack. We got some delightful bridging here, but will Venus get through? She does. We also got Toe sliding right on behind. Not one to be counted out in the final seconds of the jam. Ooh, and a little jumpy jump action around turn 1 there.
Ah, but just inside.
You know, I always admire people who jump at all because the 3D aspect of Derby hasn't really hit for me yet.
Right at the last second, a couple points from Venus.
While we've got a second, a round of applause for our lovely EMTs and Richmond Fire Department. Without them, we would not be able to do this. That is true. Our insurance depends on it, and we are always grateful for their help. We got Wensley Madams. So a potential 4 jammer rotation for Orlando.
And it is River City out first this time with Winona Rider getting lead jammer.
Look at those arms pumping. She was hustling around that bend, boy.
Winnie coming back in for a scoring pass. And right through.
Slay also coming around for a scoring pass. But it looks like we're doing the same thing, and we're going to call it before they hit, too. I say we, like I'm part of River City. I am. I'm a part of every Virginia league at this point. Lord knows I've played for all of them.
A little bit of track maintenance between jams.
Done by the always lovely Tampax Hurl, who is this month's Skater of the Month, I believe.
Orlando
actually.
out right away.
And it's Sterling Siren again. So we are looking at a potential 4 jammer rotation for Orlando. Whereas this is the 5th unique jammer for River City.
And Kilobyte out just as the jammer comes back into the pack.
Love the little scoot off by Kilobyte there. Just a little hop over the line. No rope. And we're just going to keep shouting people out because I have this whole list in front of me. Shout out to the Greater Richmond Convention Center for hosting us. Always a pleasure, whether it is Exhibit Hall C or Exhibit Hall D. I don't know if we've ever been in B. Have we ever been in B?
Not that I know of.
It's an official timeout. And that means I get to officially talk about our officials. So, a round of applause for our NSOs, our non-skating officials. Led today by the ever lovely Tank Boy, Patience Zero, Kelsey, Shady Spines, Wall of Death, Shania Payne, Faceplant, The Hooker, and Lil Rat Skull. And our skating officials, which is important, they're all officials, just some are skating, some are not. Led by Certified G, Sammy KO. And wouldn't you like to know the rest? Maybe later. Definitely later. We've got Deadly versus Hot Wheels.
And Deadly is out.
Proving their name. That was crisp.
River City bridging out, but cannot stop Hot Wheels.
I did love the synced up. I love when blockers and a pack are so in sync that it'll be like, you know, no pack, and you just see them go at the exact same time or lift their hands at the same time too. And we're like, I'm not touching you, just everyone. Love the hive mind.
If they don't, it's a hive mind in the penalty box instead.
True. Which I think is what's happening, unfortunately. I thought that was the bench.
Oh no, that is the bench.
Oh, it is?
We only have one in the box.
Oh, thank goodness, I am blind, which is exactly what you want in an announcer.
River City out again. Lynn Diesel taking lead.
Jamilto also getting out.
Nice whip from Orlando. Diesel coming back for the scoring pass. Calls it right before Jamilto can get to the pack.
Very cool. And we're only down to a 4-point difference between our teams this time around.
You never can count on a lead in roller derby.
They say the worst lead to have in hockey is a 2-point lead. I wonder what that would be in derby. What the equivalent is. Probably like a 20-point deficit. Something you can clear in like a really solid jam.
Ooh. River City roller derby going all the way out, but cannot contain.
Whatever that deficit is, Orlando is not letting them have it easy.
Didn't quite make that star pass. River City has been doing a great job this game bridging out.
A successful star pass to Madam Jade.
Coming back in for a potential scoring pass.
Got tingly
But the
fingers
jam is
into a
called.
call. Yep. Other skating officials today include Adrenaline, Dimples Dalek, Princess, Great Googly Moogly, Jonas Snark, and Torrid de Fer.
Every
Heck
one of
yeah,
those officials that we've just called is a volunteer, sacrificed a lot of time, often money to be here, and we are very grateful for their.
They get paid in Aramark chicken strips.
Wow, Winnie out immediately. But Red is close behind.
This is Red's first time on the jam line for this.
What a first time it is.
I do love the jammer depth that both of these teams have. I do appreciate a rotation. It makes my job a lot easier. But, you know, keep me guessing. Keep the track guessing. Quite frankly, that's the name of the game.
Keep your own blockers guessing sometimes.
Keep your friends close and your enemies within 10 feet of the pack. Siren out again. Looking at the lead. Who we got here? Kilobyte. Off to the inside. Star is off. And they are through.
River City reforming quickly as Siren comes back on, and then the jam is off.
I do appreciate Pee Wee Hertzman seeing an Orlando Walker saying go, 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 and being like, oh, I'm going to make it their problem now. Just get right in front.
Pee Wee was following instructions.
She heard go, go, go. They went.
Fantastic O off the line from River City there.
Deadly using those long legs. They're pulling all the way through. But also
and just barely out of bounds. River City catching Hot Wheels as they go in for the scoring pass. And River City is out with a successful star pass to Venus Thytrap.
Shout out to Orlando's AWOL for making that much necessary defense. Words are hard. Good job, AWOL. That's what I want to say. Everything is much necessary in Derby. None of us have our priorities in order. Everything is a priority. None of us are well.
A couple of hard hits in the pack there.
Left room for Jamelto to get through.
And Lynn Diesel right after.
But we're going to take a moment because life is happening. Is that a skate cart? Is it a knee part?
Whatever it is, can't be good.
It was picked up in one piece, though, which is always appreciated. Anytime something explodes on the track and there's like washers everywhere, I die a little inside.
Little O off the line from Orlando, but River City is on top of it. Venus is not letting that jammer go. And River City gets lead. Hash-slinging Slasher takes lead jammer.
And it's a good thing that Slay is close behind because right now their pivot is in the box. So the onus is on Slash to call it, which they did.
chaos in the pack coming right out. Looks like a recycle for Orlando.
We've got Siren pushing to the top of the pack here, coming in on the inside. Last coming up to regroup.
Siren is out, but Winnie is hot on her heels.
And I think Winnie could get past her. Come on, Winnie. Whoop, whoop. Come on, Winnie.
We're not supposed to hit the refs.
Oh, thank God she didn't. That would have been an expulsion.
Funny enough, I've been in that exact same position next to Snark, on my knees, sliding off the track.
Oof.
Rough hit on Killa right away.
I do appreciate the cascading from the River City wall here. Keeping those hips in front.
River City was doing a great job letting the offense through and focusing on the jammer. Hot Wheels coming around. River City still on initial, I believe.
There has been, I believe, a successful star pass.
To Tofu.
It's number 1-3.
Wheels coming back around.
Wheels around for 12. As of right now, I believe 12.
Tofu is fighting through that pack.
Doing great for it. Right now, I do believe that this would, if any points are scored, be our highest scoring jam of the game right now. I think 12 has been the cap right now with 3 scoring passes. Two, and tweet. Look at that, a purely organic 2-minute jam. Free range, homegrown. We love to see
Grass-fed.
it. With the amount of vegan skaters there are, honestly, grass-fed. We've got a team timeout request coming in from River City Roller Derby. And now time for our sponsors.
Sanctuary Family Medicine is our timeout sponsor. On the track, we break through walls. At Sanctuary Family Medicine, they break through barriers.
Sanctuary. We also have Iridescent Therapy and Wellness. Have you been struggling to find a therapist who gets it? Have you been curious about whether you might have ADHD or autism? Iridescent Therapy and Wellness provides mental health services for queer, trans, and neurodivergent Virginians. Iridescent Therapy and Wellness specializes in providing autism and ADHD assessments for adults and affirming therapy for LGBTQ teens. Check out their website at iridescent-therapy.com to learn more and get connected. Orlando is so excited to get back to the track. Scooby Doom was literally falling head over heels for that jam.
Only time will tell if any strategies change during timeout.
It might change during halftime too. But Jamilto is doing what they know, which is hit that line and get lead.
River City Walling up, forcing some bridging, and legs is out. Call just before the scoring pass. Orlando is currently leading, but that does not mean they can let their guard down. You never can trust a lead in Derby.
Love a good slide back from the pivot line there. Gotta keep them guessing.
And Diesel just sprinting through the pack, getting out right away, freeing up River City to play a little O.
Looks like Slay held on to that helmet cover. No star pass needed. And perhaps a few points for her trouble.
Doesn't look like it.
Alas, called at just the right time.
All right, we are in another timeout, looks like.
An official timeout at that. Serious business. While that's getting sorted, let's go ahead and talk about our raffle. Our raffle table is over there. Say hi, raffle table. Hi, raffle table. Awesome. Is also our merch table. Not only do they have some select merch on sale today and some clearance items you can snatch while you can, and I know that I'm a little biased, but River City does have really, really good merch. It is also the raffle tonight for a Raising Cane's basket. Tickets are 1 for $3, 2 for $5, or an arm's length for $10. You must be present to win. Because if you don't have your ticket, then we're not just going to give it to you on assumption.
And while River City Roller Derby follows WUFTA rules, we also have one of our fellow Virginia leagues, Virginia Mixed Roller Derby. It's an open gender derby league. If you are interested in playing open gender roller derby, please come by our booth and talk with our ambassadors.
Their mascot is a unicorn, and what more do you need to know than that? Nothing. We've got Hash versus Siren, and Siren out with lead.
But Hash is not giving up. Oh, looks like we had a knee pad fall off. Jam was called early.
Called for safety reasons.
You don't want to fall on this concrete floor without a knee pad on, I'll tell you that.
That is one pad you need.
But the options are replace your knee pad or replace your knee. We all have a preference on that, and I hope it's the same.
I don't know. I kind of always wanted to become the Bionic Woman.
Winnie coming through hot.
But
Siren right on her tail.
Siren's like, I didn't hear no bell. There's also 2 jams in a row. Might as well. Strike while the iron is hot.
Woo!
Hit it and quit it, and a high five from Aubrey to Winnie. So cute. I love Derby Love so much.
Orlando's been starting a little further up. This time it looks like River City has taken the front, and it worked for them, clearly.
We'll see if they roll back or keep it going. I'm always of the mind where they're like, oh, of course you want to roll back because you're not giving your opposing jammer.
But if they know to look for the crush, then another timeout brought to
An official timeout. We're just checking on some scoreboard stuff. Just making sure everything is above scoreboard.
this timeout, like our others, are brought to you by Sanctuary Family Medicine for everybody and everybody.
Yeah, pivot line starts always interest me, and I understand you don't want to give the opposing jammer enough room to really run up and hit that wall and whatnot, so most of the time they roll back, but I don't know. I think it would be really fun to just see how much you can hold it. I'm sure there's someone watching who is like really ready to actually me in the chat, and joke's on you, I can't read the chat from here, so
Both jammers scrapping with the wall, both walls holding them back. Nice cap from Bad Lass. We don't shout out the blockers as much because they're not as flashy, but they are doing lion's share of the work in these games.
Yeah, Electra and Hella Enchanted are being problems for Kilobyte right now.
And that River City wall is holding Red back, and I'm...
Ooh!
This is a long initial, but Kilobyte is the first to make it through.
Good job, Killa. And we have Shred.
That River City wall branching out, forcing a recycle, giving him some time to reform.
A one Springfieldian army.
Oh, almost an apex jump. Riding the lines from Kilobyte.
Whoa.
Just pinballing off the blockers there. And they are through for another pass.
Which is great for them because right now it is a power jam. I believe Red Room was in the box for a track cut around turn 1.
Looks like we might get another organic 2-minute jam. Killa has no reason to call it off.
Killa's dragging through. Her teammates are standing back.
No time for Red to do anything, but that is a jammer out of the box, so no power start. And that is the kind of jam that River City needed.
I always appreciate a fellow jammer looking at the bench saying, call it, and going, huh? Oh, right. Good job, Killa.
Big hits from onto the River City walls. Star pass to Venus thigh trap, and she is out. But the jam is called.
Alas. Not a bad lass, because she is coming onto the track right now.
Nice chasing from the pivot from River City.
Lil Mighty really went in with that big hit there.
Ooh, big hit on Madam Jade.
Toe is given as good as they get. Right now the score is a palindrome. But not if Toe
Successful
and
star pass
Mighty
to
have their
Mighty.
way.
And folks, remember, even if it doesn't look like a hit did a lot, all those hits are building up. The second half always looks very different than the first. Everyone gets tired, everyone gets sore.
Also, if these hits don't look like a lot, I'm sure there's a new skater open enrollment coming up soon. Please, come get hit.
Well, I feel like some people are like, oh, if a hit doesn't it's not counting. It's like, no, it counts, I promise, we feel it. River City Wall rotating, doing a great job of holding that jammer down. Scoots through. Star pass to Venus, and she is off like a rocket.
To Venus. Sorry, I'm just full of.
Oh, Apex landed just out.
Sorry, folks. My brain is just full of name puns tonight, which is even worse when most of these names are puns.
I'd like to thank Iridescent Therapy and Wellness for their support this season. We are coming up on the end of the first half, probably only a couple jams left, maybe even only two, depending on how things go.
Ooh, never say that. We never know how this goes.
If I jinx it, they have to play more.
That's fair.
And ooh, Winnie out, lead jammer.
For those of us just watching, oh no, more Derby. When he hit to the outside, coming in through the middle, going through, sweeping through to a 2, wall up against her, being held to the end, coming all the way to the end.
Big hit on Winnie.
She was
Blocker
about,
goes out as well.
therefore she gets to come in right behind. Through for a clean 4. Siren brings it to 8 for the jam. Winnie hit right from the bench and calls it. Speaking of things like, not jinxing it, the Scottish play and the like, River City has partnered with Coalition Theatre for a fundraiser. Richmond Famous, a live comedy unscripted improv show, will be held at Coalition Theatre on Friday, August 14th. Tickets are on sale now. Check the River City Roller Derby socials for the link.
Going into, looks like an official timeout.
An official review, actually. A hamburger, not the flexing.
If you're unfamiliar, each team gets one official review per half. If the team that called the official review wins, they get it back for a maximum of 2 per half.
An official review is not an indictment on our officials, but just checking in. Just being like, hey, this thing happened. Can we make sure that everything was above board?
We got a lot of eyes on the track, a lot of angles. Some people see it differently. Some people see it, call it, see it, don't call it.
And if there's one thing that Derby loves, it is self-advocacy. So we're happy to provide.
And sometimes these official reviews can be the difference in 1 or 2 points. Sometimes 1 or 2 points is the difference in winning or losing.
We'd rather them call an official review than participate in our mud wrestling, which is happening next Saturday, August 8th. Come throw down or cool off in the pool to help raise funds for River City Roller Derby. Details are on our social. Need the address? Ask a skater. I would love to see an official review happen in mud wrestling. I think that
It'll
should
be our skaters mud wrestling, so
Oh,
if you see any of those hits on the track and think, God, I wish that were me,
And it's recorded, so it's on YouTube for me.
I do wish it were me, but I will have played 2 games that day, so for me it would be just a mud bath. I'd be like, everyone out of the pool, please. I need to soak in the mud. If mud isn't your speed, River City Roller Derby has an open skate next Thursday. I believe it's this upcoming Thursday at Roller Dome on Williamsburg Road. Come skate with River City to the cool tunes of boy bands and girl groups from the early 2000s.
And don't worry, we won't be hitting anybody there, not even if you ask.
They won't hit you, baby, one more time.
I will take this official review to shout out our officials again. These games would not be possible without them. The ratio of officials to players on the track is almost 1-to-1 at a given roller derby game, so as you can imagine, this takes a lot of effort to pull off.
Jammers get their own refs at that. If you've been wondering, why is that woman pointing at that other woman? Each jammer gets their own jammer ref.
And we could not do any of this without our EMTs and medical officials.
And we definitely couldn't do this without the Greater Richmond Convention Center hosting us. If you are a child and you are listening to my voice somehow, or if you have a child near you, there is a kids table. Make a sign so they can support their favorite team or player, and there are also some family-friendly games and coloring. It's right over here by this nebulous third space in the back here. You can't miss it. It says kids table.
We have mentioned Sanctuary Family Medicine before. We are sponsored by them this season. They're opening in South Richmond this summer. They provide accessible, inclusive, and patient-centered primary care with a focus on health justice and gender-affirming care. You can visit sanctuaryfamilymedicine.com to learn more.
And we're going to get a report from our very own Tori DeFair about the state of the official review. All right. Orlando called and won the review, saying that Winona Ryder 111 entered in front of their jammer 16 after being knocked out. Because of this, Orlando starting with a power jam to cap off the end of the period.
And Orlando gets their official review back for this half, though unless they call it in the next 26 seconds, that won't matter very much.
Stranger things have happened.
River City Wall is doing a great job in this power jam. They've been forced to bridge out, but those who remain are fighting as hard as they can. During a power jam, every second counts. So holding back the jammer for that long helps out massively.
And making their other blockers get in the way, like Mama Sika right there on the inside.
Ooh.
Forces them to leave more room for people like Winona Ryder getting through her initial pass.
Was a little friendly fire there, but hits are not, they do not impact the game the same way when it's a member of your own team.
We are off to our 15-minute intermission, but not without a word about something that the fans can vote for.
We have our Fan Favorite Skater Award coming up at the end of this game. There is a QR code. We will have someone going around the crowd with it to vote. And you can vote for any player on either team.
See you guys in about 10 minutes, give or take. But first and foremost, we have entertainment to announce.
halftime is a fantastic time to check out the concession stand opposite the doors in the back of the room, our merchandise table, and to enter our raffle. It is a Raising Cane's raffle basket, including 4 buy one get one box cards, 2 buy one get one kids combo cards, 2 buy one get one lemonade cards, and a heck of a lot of Raising Cane's swag. We will be drawing during halftime of Game 2. So if you would like to get a ticket, this is probably the best time because you're not missing anything on the track. No, I just sat here because I didn't want to. With just a few minutes left in intermission, I'd like to take this opportunity to shout out everyone who made this game possible. A roller derby event is a lot of work. Shout out to the Greater Richmond Convention Center for hosting us, all of our EMTs, our NSOs, our skating officials, and Orlando for traveling several hours to spend an hour of their time with us. Without our volunteers and without the other teams, none of this would be possible. And last but certainly not least, thank you to all of our fans for taking time out of your Saturday to give us a little money and watch us hit each other on skates.
Orlando, if any of you trade Disney pins because you live in Orlando, let me know. I would love to trade pins with you.
I guess I am stealing your seat now. Yeah, no, please. Oh, it's not yours? Oh, okay. This is yeah, that's probably yours. I would take it too, just if you want it. Riots game at 6. Let me look on our Insta. Yeah, I'm gonna mention that because we've got like an hour period where like the whole week is basically on the track. I think the only team that isn't is the Reapers, but there's so much overlap between the home teams and the Reapers that like. If you would like to see more of River City Roller Derby, we have several events coming up. We have an open skate next Thursday at the Roller Dome. The Rats and the Riots will be playing again here at Greater Richmond Convention Center on Saturday, August 22nd against Black Rose Roller Derby and Fayetteville. And we are hosting the Itty Bitty Battle on September 5th, which is a one-day mixed level tournament where 6 teams are facing off in 20-minute games. No, I think it's like the way they do it in juniors. And you have to reach out for an address. It's hosted at someone's like backyard, so we don't try to publicize it, but yeah. Only about a minute left in intermission, so if you are getting concessions, if you are getting merch, the game will start again shortly. Get that comment out of my system before I say 7 p.m. EST. Okay, it's 6 CST. Yeah. So, okay, good to know. This game, gnarly.
I'm excited.
Yeah. This game.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually having a great time. I was really nervous about it.
It's still anyone's game.
Oh my god, yeah. I plan on mentioning it. This is not the kind of lead that protects anybody.
Yeah. We've been saying that for what's worth.
Yeah, yes I have, but
I want you to know you're doing a good job.
okay.
I'm proud of you. I'm also biased. I'm Team Ox all the way down. But Team Ox, big fan. Had all the faith from the very beginning.
Well, I want to strike a balance of being like, ooh, it's still anyone's game, but I also don't want to mention it so much that the Rats are like, why the fuck do you keep mentioning that we're down?
Which is
That's the
hard,
way
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it like that at all.
It's still anyone's game, like, hey, you guys.
If you're having a shitty time on the track though, and you're like you're still down, it's like quit saying that I could come back. I should be back. People get weird.
I think my mindset.
All right, only a few moments till the second half begins.
And we're off with a familiar pair up. Siren getting out for lead for Orlando, and Kilobyte coming through for River City Roller Derby.
Little O from River City, but the wall reforms quickly.
And that no pack situation helping Kilobyte go ahead and get out for her scoring pass.
It's also hard some to announce when like your friends are losing because it's like I want to talk about what's happening, but I also don't want to be like, ooh, good deal on EA.
There was one point where I literally went, oh, and I was like, that's not good announcing.
I did see Jade get posted. Oh, I don't know, someone on the other team.
That pivot muscling through the River City wall. And Wheels is out.
And Legs is not too far behind. When it is Wheels versus Legs, it is very much a legs versus legs battle. Both of them are very tall jammers. Maybe not very tall, but tall enough to note.
And River City is forcing some bridging from the Orlando pack. Always
Pack.
welcome as a jammer.
Held together by Aubrey and Hex. Look at that in use of the engagement zone. We love to see it.
River City wall was keeping him back, and Hex was waiting for that jammer to get through. And we see some high fives on the track, which is always one of my favorite parts. It's vicious when the jam is on, but as soon as it's off, we are all just derby players together.
One of very few places in this world where you'll go, yes, hit me again.
You can't laugh at me. I love it.
Okay, good.
You're fine.
Toe coming through for another lead.
Lil Mighty playing some O as the pivot, helping Diesel out.
A jump and a call.
I realized like I was like kind of close to the mic as I was eating my fries there. I'm like, this is not ASMR. This is not free.
Little chaos before the start of the jam there. Blockers switching places.
Wensley Madams through.
And Hash coming out.
And Slay hitting that wall to come through for 4 and a call.
Jam is called just before Hash can get in for a scoring pass.
Redrum versus Ryder. Lead is open. Who will it be?
Both of those walls doing a great job holding those jammers back. It looks like Red is out first.
This isn't a game of extremes necessarily, but we are seeing a lot of if lead is called within the first, like, I don't know, I would say maybe 10 seconds before people hit turn 2. The other jammer is getting held to about turn 3 into the other side of the track. So once that lockdown has happened, just they hold.
Great announcing, Kaylee. They hold. Good job.
Hey, at least you can. Geez, this one has like more. I really have to be close to Mike too to say anything. This one, I feel like if I'm right here, it's like echoes. Can they? Not right now, no. I hope not anyway. Oh, otherwise you're hearing something I'm not. Good.
She would also warn us. She would also warn us. So, good.
Kilobyte versus Sterling Siren, just like we had at the start of the period.
Iggy Icarus playing some fantastic O. But forced to bridge. Killa riding the line, just barely out, has to recycle.
Meanwhile, Mamacika is the reason for said recycling and getting right in front of Killa.
But Killa is not letting that stop her. Looks like we are going into a 2-minute jam.
That was a forearm called on Orlando's jammer. And that is the second 2-minute jam of this game. That was called for because of a power jam. This is the third 2-minute jam of the game period. The second one happened organically. Let's watch Kilobyte make the most of it and get through for another 4.
Working through that pack, but Orlando did make her work for it. Now we have the other jammer back in.
Siren's coming back for her 4 points.
That penalty did not slow her down at all.
Venus Thigh Trap coming in for some good O. Try and loosen it for Killa.
Feud making Siren fight for it.
Velada's also been making our jammers work for it as well.
Feud's been getting hit a lot to the front. Feud's been getting hit a lot to the front. Doing a lot of camping.
Yeah. Well, when you turn around and wait for the jammer to slam their shoulder into you, that tends to happen.
I know.
Still hurts to see though. As someone who does that as well fairly often, it's like, oh.
And
Don't do
especially
that.
because it's like when it's here, it's like out. When it's here, it's like actually.
As someone who also does that, I feel like it's like
We have an official timeout. We are checking on our scoreboard, making sure everything is above board.
This timeout is brought to you by Sanctuary Family Medicine, who asks, have you taken a timeout to focus on your health?
Not really.
Took a long one, and then I came back to skating, and boy, is that an adjustment.
My instinct is saying, boy, aren't your arms tired? I'm taking care of myself. I have a Celsius, and I am seeing the good Dr. Pepper at my side right now.
I had 4 shots of espresso before I got here, so if that won't cure me, nothing will.
That's that me espresso.
Jazzed up.
I'm jazzed up, but I'm like,
As a reminder, River City Roller Derby has partnered with Coalition Theater for a fundraiser. Richmond Famous, a live comedy unscripted improv show. Will be held at Coalition Theater on Friday, August 14th. Tickets are on sale now. Check River City Roller Derby's socials for the link. And check out Deadly Longlegs getting through the track.
Both jammers getting out remarkably close, but it looks like Deadly Longlegs is lead and calling it right away to prevent either one of them from passing. We would like to shout out our vendor here, the Gamer Rehab Station. They are over next to our merch table, offering acupuncture and medically oriented massage therapy for a wide variety of potential concerns, including they have short sessions on site for specters and participants. Looks like a skate part of some kind fell off on the track. Never a good thing.
It was not a skate part. It was a literal dime. Someone got hit and dropped their money like Sonic rings.
You've heard of a penny on the railroad tracks. Have you heard of a dime on the roller derby track?
That will knock a skater over, but not Jameltoe. They are out. They are around. They are coming back in for a scoring pass. And Lynn is pushing at the top of the pack.
Diesel taking that wall from one edge to the other, but nice River City offense to get her out.
Rolling around. as we've noticed with the other knee pad issues, if a skater's gear, any skating person on skates, if their gear is not up to snuff, it is a hazard for both themselves and their teammates. So we always try to make sure everyone is wearing the requisite padding, and then some should they choose.
Well, you know what they say about quad skating? One pebble and it's over.
So real. I know friends who have lost many an ACL to a errant piece of gravel.
Oh, Hash running, taking lead jammer. And a star pass from Orlando. No, not a star pass, just the star got taken off.
Barely a stash at that, just enough to slide through. I don't know if Orlando has done a star pass yet this game.
River City's been having considerable success with them. Knee slide from one of our refs over there.
Princess on the outside winds.
He just says the officials can't show off too.
He just loves Derby so much, he was just like, yippee! Ooh, nice hit from Venus Thigh Trap to stop Siren in her tracks.
River City taking the opportunity for some offense, but reforming right back up for Siren.
Aubrey Ann of Tarth holding back down for Winona Rideher to bring her out of the pack, but behind Siren.
This is a good time to shout out our officials again. Many of our skating officials are players in their own right, and several had to pass our minimum skills assessments to be allowed to skating official.
Yeah. A lot of our NSOs are also skaters in their own right.
That's true.
Some of them have different names, depending on if they are officiating or if they are playing. For example, our scoreboard operator, who is currently Shady Spines, her derby name is Vita Beta Vegemin. And I know she'll be real happy to know that that was said correctly into a mic at speed.
Little
Vita
Mike.
Beta Vegemin.
Little Mighty staying with the jammer right up until the end and coming back to play O and be ready for the jammer to come back. That River City wall is no pushover, folks.
They're a push through. They're on wheels.
And sometimes they'll push you down.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got a little excess right now. Yeah, that your Vermonte is coursing through your veins.
And is
Long
that what I
legs.
think it is?
Little confusion there over who was lead jammer. They got out so quickly, but Deadly Long Legs calls it right away.
And that was a lead taken from Jameltoe, which we do not take lightly. Toe has been on the top of their game, keeping everyone on their toes. Who do we have jamming for Orlando, literally and figuratively on the line, busting a move out there? It is Wensley Madams. Slay coming through the pack, coming through the top of the pack. Recycling themselves back for that track cut there. Slid a little bit into the inside. But that doesn't stop Lynn on the in from getting lead jammer.
And that River City wall is still following Lindsley Madams. Pack always gets a little chaotic when it's time to play O. Looks like a couple points for both jammers there. There was a last-minute slide.
Love seeing the bench cheer for it. We'll take the 2. We'll take the points.
Red Rums just sweeping through the pack. But Hash is not taking it lying down. And the River City wall was ready for that scoring pass.
Shred Flanders doing a great job holding
Nice
from
star
side.
pass from River City. Tofu is now the jammer.
And Sigmund Feud latching onto Iris there, ready to take the hit. Unfortunately, it will not come this time around as the jam has been called.
Looks like an official timeout.
You know what that means. We get to hear about our friends Sanctuary.
On the track, we break through walls. At Sanctuary Family Medicine, they break through barriers.
Sanctuary.
And we will also shout out our sponsor, Iridescent Therapy and Wellness. Have you been struggling to find a therapist who gets it? Have you been curious about whether you might have ADHD or autism? Iridescent Therapy and Wellness provides mental health services for queer, trans, and neurodivergent Virginians. Iridescent Therapy and Wellness specializes in providing autism and ADHD assessments for adults and affirming therapy for LGBTQ plus teens. Check out their website at iridescenttherapy.com. That is iridescent-therapy.com to learn more and get connected. All right, so that's our once per half on them. We've gotten our once per games.
As a reminder, River City has an open skate next Thursday at Roller Dome on Williamsburg Road. Come skate with us to the cool tunes of boy bands and girl groups from the early 2000s.
And if you haven't checked out our vendor tables, our raffles, or our merch, they are all over on the left side wall. We have a Raising Cane's raffle basket, including 4 buy one get one box cards, 2 buy one get one kids combo cards, 2 buy one get one lemonade cards, and a heck of a lot of swag.
A heck of a lot of swag. Swagged out. Good upper body work from Hex girlfriend PhD on holding Siren back and to the inside and recycling her back.
I've taken a hit like that from Hex. It is never more fun.
She puts her whole diploma into it.
They just be saying shit.
And Winnie skating out. Hash coming back from the penalty box, putting River City at full strength. But just in time to call the jam.
No, you're fine. There's been no thing about,
Thank God. Okay. We're like, whoa. The thing I want to be is not noticed, which is crazy as the announcer.
They might be too shy to say anything even if they did that.
I don't want them to be.
I've got no.
Little O off the line from Orlando there, but River City takes the hits nicely.
Orlando can give a lot of O. They have 2 of them in their name
And Venus
alone.
Thigh Trap makes it through for lead.
I believe
Orlando takes off the star and makes a pass.
I believe this is Venus's first time starting off on the jam line. I believe this is Aubrey's first time with a star on this game as the recipient of a star pass.
And remember, folks, doesn't matter who's wearing the star, we get points either way.
I do wonder if Orlando's defense, I wonder if their offense is twice as good as their defense. I mean, after all, their name only has one D but two O's. And they're coming in from both sides.
River City's defense is holding Jamilto down. Just not giving up and forcing a penalty. And that pivot coming back to play. Oh.
And with lead open, will it be Tofu's time to shine?
Tofu just muscling through.
257 and 101 holding back, but not enough because here comes Tofu. There's nothing soft about this Tofu.
And the pivot coming back in. Both teams have all their players. Tofu running and calling it.
Getting that full four, but Jamilto still sneaks by for a 3.
And a little more inter-team camaraderie when the jam is off.
Everyone loves a good jam.
We'll be doing the after party at Don't Look Back after the games today, and after that, we're all on the same team. Whoever can get drunk the fastest.
We really don't look back. We're looking at a team timeout for Orlando. And while we've got that timeout going, a reminder that we have Lost Bowl Mud Wrestling coming up this Saturday, August 8th. Come throw down or cool off in the pool to help raise funds for River City Roller Derby. Details are in our socials, but if you need the address, you gotta ask a skater. Good news, there are so many River City Roller Derby skaters here. There are so many people who know that address. Come check out Mud Wrestling. And also, you can be the coolest person at your next gathering and be like, what are your plans this weekend? I have to get to Mud Wrestling.
And this timeout is brought to you by Sanctuary Family Medicine for everybody and everybody.
Sanctuary.
Another shout out to the Greater Richmond Convention Center for hosting our game. We have concessions in the back if you are hungry, thirsty, or just in need of something to hold in your hands.
Shout out to our photographers, Joe Ring and Mount Crushmore. They also take quite a few shots.
And let me tell you, if you get a shot where your face is doing something normal, you'd be the first.
You get a shot that's not just your butt, you'd be the first.
Star pass to Venus Thigh Trap coming out to chase Orlando.
Slay coming around turn 2. Right into Iggy
River
Icarus.
City Wall was ready
but
for
it gives
it.
us time to regroup here. And it gives Slay enough time to call it just as Venus comes through for a scoring pass.
We are in the last 10 minutes of the game. This is when everyone is tired.
But there's still time to vote for your fan favorite.
We have a QR code over at the merch table if you would like to shout out any one particular skater and put them up to win an award.
There's most valuable jammer, most valuable blocker, but fan favorite is most valuable person to you, which is always important.
Both jammers out. Hard to tell who's lead.
I believe it is Siren.
It is Siren we're seeing from the scoreboard operators.
I would trust Adrenaline with my life, and if Adrenaline says Siren is lead,
I feel like I have trusted Adrenaline with my life.
boy, have we all. If Adrenaline says I have lead, then doggone it, I have lead. If Adrenaline says I don't have lead, I'm sorry for disappointing you, Lynn.
Once I got out of the pack and heard a whistle, celebrated because I thought I had lead until they called my second penalty for failing to get off the track.
Oh. just derby things.
Little O off the line from River City, hoping to get Venus out. And Pee Wee chasing that jammer. Venus getting through the pack with a star stash. And Hot Wheels getting out on the first scoring pass, or finishing the first scoring pass, I should say.
I feel like we talk a lot about the players, understandably so, but I feel like we don't mention the bench staff as much. And there's quite a few of them, and we appreciate them as well. From the lineup coach to the track facing coach to a turn 3 or turn 1 coach. We see you. We see you mirroring. You're doing such a good job. You're doing your best.
As you can imagine, when you've been hit by 5 people in a row, it's difficult to keep the larger flow of the game in mind. Luckily, the bench coaches do that, so you don't have to as the jammer. Looks like we are in another timeout brought to you by Sanctuary Family Medicine.
Sanctuary.
They are opening in South Richmond this summer, providing accessible, inclusive, and patient-centered primary care with a focus on health justice and gender-affirming care. Visit sanctuaryfamilymedicine.com to learn more.
And a thank you to our track repair folks. Thank you to all of our volunteers that are here. We've shouted out the EMTs and the officials specifically. We've shouted out our bench staff. But it takes a village, and we have people manning the merch booth. We have our ambassadors from Virginia Mixed Roller Derby. And we have our track repair folks whose job is tape. Right now, their job is literally just I hold a roll of tape, I look to see if there's a rope visible, and I cover it if it is.
It's one of the very special things about roller derby is how volunteer-based it is. All of the players on the court today you can see in some other game, either as a skating official, a non-skating official, working a merch table. It takes all of us to make all of this happen.
It takes a village. But yeah, a special shout out to the people who make sure that playing roller derby is not also jumping rope.
Sitting like a lady. Yeah. Hunched over.
Orlando pivot ready for that jammer.
Legs looks real excited.
Ooh, legs with a penalty. Orlando's got a power jam.
The slightest
and taking
track touch.
advantage of it. Jameltoe pushed out, but the blocker who did the pushing went out after.
And 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2
But
rights
they
do
mean if
occasionally
she
make a
could just
left.
come right back through.
Yep.
My bad, sorry.
Jameltoe through for another 4. Or for an initial 4, actually. I can't do math.
But River City gets their jammer back.
Legs is still on their initial. Let's see if they can close that gap, though, and make toe call it again.
Jamel calls the jam.
Toe said no mo. Ox, what's been your favorite part of this game so far?
I think both teams are doing really good on defense.
Yeah.
Sometimes the jammers get through, but other times we see walls holding them back all the way into the 3rd or 4th turn.
Yeah. Like I said, this has been a game that's been played on both the forward and back side of the track. If you call it the front straightaway versus the back straightaway. Mm-hmm. This has been a game that really encompasses the whole track, and it's been a pleasure to see.
For every jammer doing a flashy move, there are 3 blockers forcing them to do it to get through the pack.
Very true.
It is a tiring thing, and nobody does it unless they have to.
At the same time, very frequently, no one wants to take that star, though. So
That's true.
good slide through around Venus thigh trap force. Wensley Madams.
Tofu going for it, but just out. Slay riding that line and making it through the scoring pass.
Whipped off of Mamasika's jersey there. I do love a good jersey whip. I think that one might be up there for me.
I've seen a couple of jersey whips from Orlando today. They're doing a good job with them.
Yeah.
Tofu coming in.
It's why we wear spandex, honestly.
And Orlando calling the jam.
Slay looking at her bench like, unless, please, I can call.
Maybe start the next game just because I got to try and I need to do a quick interview with some of the rats that I talked to beforehand. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll let you know. Somebody's asking about the
Little dance party happening on the track. Let's see if the Jammers can dance their way through. Looks like Red Rum can, and Diesel right in front, but not lead.
We'll see if it forces a call off.
It does.
Come on, Orlando coach, be a mensch. Let it run. See where it goes. Live dangerously. Live Moss, if you will. We had an emergency Iggy situation. They had to slide right in. But apparently,
Timeout with just about 2.5 minutes left in the half.
and that is Orlando's last time out of the half.
Timeouts are brought to you by Sanctuary Family Medicine.
Sanctuary.
Timeouts are always fun because it gives the team a chance to socialize.
With everybody and for everybody.
The longer a timeout goes, the more informal you'll see the team get.
I haven't seen a dance party yet, and I feel like you guys could really benefit from one.
Let's all start giggling and kicking our feet together.
That's fair, yeah.
Does give the photographer a chance to get some good shots of everybody not blurry.
Sure. Crush would never get a blurry photo, ever.
That's true.
Crush is perfect.
Crush has gotten some of my best photos, in fact.
That's true. Well, I mean, Mount Crushmore does have 4 faces. They sure do know a good angle.
But Mount Crushmore is not our only photographer.
No, we also have Joe Ring.
Longtime photographer for River City.
I believe he refers to himself as the chef de cuisine of his photography, which I appreciate.
River City wall rotating rather.
Venus Flytrap getting pushed to the inside by a very dominant Orlando wall.
And River City was holding down Siren, which is no easy task.
Tofu as pivot was really locking down there.
Siren gets lead, gives River City a chance to play a little O.
Yes, and the star is currently off for Venus. But we're seeing a 3-wall into a 2-wall into a rotate out and a push down of Tofu right there around turn 2.
Power jam for River City.
From a forearm from Siren. 1-6 to the box.
This frees River City up to only play offense. And I believe pushes us into a 2-minute jam.
Yeah. It's a power jam into a lead loss.
2-minute jam this late in the game is always going to be brutal. Nobody wants that to happen.
It's a real grind. We have Scooby Doom holding on as brace, but then a brace through.
River City preparing for the jammer reentry and forcing Orlando to start bridging the pack.
Some beautiful rotation and
Which gets
tiptoes
Venus right
on
out.
the line. Venus knows her angles too, getting around that curve. Woo!
Venus right up on the line. And a push from Iggy. And it's
a
in.
slide down the line. Siren is back in, though, and coming back for all those points.
Let's see how many she got before the jam ended.
Wasn't going to get through if Shred Flanders had anything to say about it, though.
Looks like all 4.
You're doing great, Feud. You're doing amazing. That's funny. I feel like you're just getting like, and I feel bad. What you have to do next time is you're doing great into the mic. I don't want to yell it.
An official timeout with 11 seconds on the clock. Just in time for the beloved Mr. Flanders to check our setup.
And just time enough for one more shout out to Sanctuary Family Medicine this game.
Sanctuary.
I'm really enjoying it. It's really good.
Look, if they don't want that, they should have such a peaceful name.
The good news for the stream, in 11 seconds of game time, I will be gone.
There's the dance party we
Here
were
we go.
looking for.
La da da dee da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee.
All the
da
officials
da
are
da
involved now,
da.
too. Fans, it is a silly thing to have 8 wheels on your feet. Sometimes you just have to lean into it. Little track maintenance while things are paused.
It is number 2's birthday. It's Velada Trouble's birthday today?
Happy birthday to Velada
Everyone,
Trouble.
a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear number 2 Velada Trouble from Orlando Sunblockers. Happy birthday to you.
It's just like the advanced version of when your mom tells all the waiters at the restaurant to come sing to you.
Erica is absolutely the person who would let the waiter know that it's your birthday. Also, I appreciate our officials.
Kilobyte coming out with the game clock officially at 0. This will be the last jam. It is all up to this. Oh, and a kneecap comes off. Luckily, they get it off the track before it needs to be called, and Killa calls the jam.
Yes.
That is the final whistle. We are still waiting on the official score.
We'll tell you what, Hex Girlfriend and the rest of the skaters left it all on the track.
Neither team was making things easy. Waiting for that unofficial to change to official.
Let me hear that rolling whistle, Tank. Roll it, roll it, roll it. What? That song is copyrighted. I can't sing it.
There is that rolling whistle.
That is actually, that score is perfectly split in half, 84 to 168. Look at that.
Orlando Roller Derby is officially the winner of this game, but of course the real winner is all of our fans who got to watch a fantastic hour of roller derby.
Now everyone get out there for the high five line. That's the best part. Get on up. Get your high fives in.
This is your chance to get your wrist hit by the wrist guard of your favorite skater.
Exactly.
We've even got a few of our home team players for the next game out, geared up and ready. As always, thank you to all of our officials, all of our skating officials, our non-skating officials, our volunteers. Thank you to Orlando for coming up this far for that one game.
gonna figure that out in a second.
Yes. You have an MVP official.
Okay. Okay.
I do not. I'm gonna give it to
All right. And while everyone else is figuring out their MVPs for our on-track skaters, I'm going to award our MVP official for the game, as is my birthright. This is my birthright. Our MVP official for this game, in honor of him taking 2 knees to the ground on the outside, and boy howdy haven't we all been there, Princess! Come over here and get this really nice ribbon before I keep it for myself. I'm not joking. This is a lovely ribbon. Also, on-track skaters who are getting their photo taken by Joe and Crush, please remember to give us your MVPs as well.
Actually, let me find Goose.
I think so. It should. There's a note section. I did see you take 2 to the outside when you slipped and fell out there. I in honor of your pain and the stinging of it all. I did not know. Hey, as a reminder, I do love these things. I'm going to announce what's next. And I will be the scorecard person.
Done as soon as they finish announcing.
No, I know. I got you.
Fun fact for those of us on the stream as well. You can actually watch 2 River City Roller Derby games at the same time in a split window, should we choose.
We are giving the teams a little time to figure out MVP blocker and jammer, but
16 and 2.
Go ahead. You're fine.
All right, our MVPs for Orlando from River City while they are delegating. And just come here at your leisure. Is 16-1-6 Sterling Siren is the MVP jammer. And the MVP blocker is the birthday girl, number 2, Velada Trouble. Now y'all come over here and tell me what your MVPs are, dag nabbit.
we are just a little bit behind schedule for the second game, but we are going to give about 7 to 9 minutes before the Hollywood Undertakers warm up to get everybody ready. So that will be about 6:50.
Awesome. And we have our MVP blockers and jammers on River City's side. Number 451 Kilobyte is our MVP jammer. And number 11 Iggy Icarus is our MVP blocker.
Slight error in announcing. We are going to start on-track warm-ups now, and they will each be about 7 minutes in duration. Hollywood Undertakers, please take the track for your on-skates warm-up.
We're going to check, and if not, you will be receiving additional swag. Who's our fan favorite?
Fan favorite is, I don't know her number off the top of my head. It's 177 Venus Thigh Trap. Oh my God, a couple gets the matching ribbons. This is so cute. Aww. Derby love is so real. You guys can make your ribbons kiss. Make the ribbons kiss.
both our fan favorite and our MVP official are part of Virginia Mixed Roller Derby, which is an open gender roller derby league based here in Virginia. They have their practices on the eastern side of the state. Their colors are orange and purple, and they're just a really lovely group of individuals to be around. So go check out their ambassador table for more details. Virginia Mixed Roller Derby.